Hi guys, this is Tiki from Grow It Girl. I am coming to you today with my bacon wrap stuffed chicken. It's one of my daughter's favorite recipes and it's super simple to create. If you want to see how I create it, stay tuned. So here are my ingredients. I have mushrooms, two chicken breasts that I actually split in half. I have bacon, it's a pound of bacon, and the Weight Watchers whipped cream cheese. It's the reduced fat spread, tastes just like the regular cream cheese, and chives. Super simple. These are ingredients you probably have in your kitchen already, and it only takes a few minutes to put everything together. So let's go ahead and get started on putting this together. First, I'm going to start out with the chicken breast that's already been cut in half. I'm going to pound that out to flatten it out and make it easier to work with. You want to make it consistent in the thickness. Next, I'm going to mix together, I start with half the container, 4 ounces of the cream cheese, and mix it with the mushrooms, and then add in the chives. I do go back in and add the rest of the container, but it's just a little easier when you first start out. And for whatever reason, I started mixing with a spoon. I normally mix this with a fork, so use a fork, not a spoon. It makes life a whole lot easier to get it all combined. And I'm going to mix everything until it is actually well combined and ready to step into my chicken. Now I've already started. I'm going to show you how to do this last one. I did actually let it marinate in the refrigerator with these seasonings, and I'm putting 2 tablespoons of my cream cheese mixture inside of the chicken breast, and I'm going to spread that out evenly. Now I'm going to start tucking everything in. Now if the chicken breasts are uniform, it's a little easier to just roll it like a little roll up, but when they're they're in different directions or different sizes and they're not consistent, you kind of have to roll and tuck, and you just want to make sure that you hit tuck so that most of the filling won't come out. And I always start wrapping the bacon from end to end with those open ends, because I want to make sure that, well, you're going to have some of the filling that comes out, but you want to minimize how much comes out. And after I roll it from end to end, I start actually wrapping the bacon around. And you want to make sure that you're offsetting the bacon so that way it kind of sticks together. You don't want to start at the same place on both sides. And that's pretty much how it looks after you've wrapped it. Wrap the bacon around it. And if you notice that there's a section that's still peeking through, go ahead and wrap another slice of bacon around it. But again, make sure you're not starting at the same point that you started the previous piece of bacon. And I normally like doing this with a thicker brand of bacon, but I couldn't find the one that I normally use, so I would definitely recommend using a thick cut bacon to this. And after you have everything all wrapped, you want to start securing the ends of the bacon slices with toothpicks. You'll see me go through and do it for each section. And I'm working on the next one to make sure that that is secured. And you're just going to make sure they're all tucked. And you can also use the toothpick. If you notice there's still a little gap, you can actually use it to pull it down and wrap it under. And you want to make sure that the toothpick goes through the bacon and the chicken. So this is what everything looks like after I'm all done. And I'm ready to put them on my baking sheet. Now you'll notice that I have a baking pan with foil on the bottom and a rack on top. Once I'm done, you're going to see why, because like I said, some of the filling does come out. Not only that, but you want it so that you're going to have both sides that are going to be crispy. You don't want it to sit in the oil from the bacon and then it's all soggy. So that's how it looks after everything is all done. And you're gonna bake it in the oven for about 45 minutes, but halfway through you want to turn it over and you can see how everything has nicely browned, and you can also see why I have that aluminum foil on the bottom of the pan. It makes cleanup super simple, and you see all sides are crispy. And here is the finished product. And you can see how the toothpicks really helped everything stay put together nicely. And let me go ahead and cut one open for you so you can see what it looks like on the inside with the mushrooms. These are still hot. I didn't let them cool down. I was dying to dig in. And this is what it looks like. Stop by the blog for the full recipe. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up.